does Pipeline even make it through? It's a genuine question. Just how? Who lets this happen? Are you all? I'm just gonna say no one voted. No one was paying attention to the entire lobby. So yesterday's video, if you haven't seen it, you can go check that out now before I talk about it. Otherwise, you might be kind of lost. Not really. I mean, it doesn't really matter. But in yesterday's video, I ended up mentioning an internet issue, a story about the internet involving my house. So there's gonna be some dates that are thrown around here, but just kind of, you know, bear with me. So as you guys know, my job requires internet. It requires internet to watch my videos, and odds have it, everybody that watches YouTube on a normal basis is pretty much, the internet is a very big part of their lives. Whether it's through Twitter, whether it's through Reddit, whether it's through YouTube, Facebook, fucking every single thing that is on the internet, I have a good idea that at least 98% of people use the internet on a normal basis. At least the ones that are watching this video. So, as you guys know, I need this internet set up inside of the house before beta starts, right? Now, a really big part of why I ended up moving out of this area that I am in is because I don't get any good internet service. The only people that provide any service around here either A, have really bad speeds and terrible service, or B, they do have the speeds, but the service is extremely inconsistent and just all around bad. I've already mentioned the company at least more than once, but trash. So many problems. For the past 2 or 3 weeks, I literally have to restart the internet as I'm uploading a video because it says it's going to take me 2 hours to upload a video, no matter the length of the video, no matter how long. I actually tried to upload just an MP3, just a black screen with only music, no video. With only music, no video, absolutely nothing. And it still says 2 hours to upload. That's just not right. That makes no sense. So when I restart the internet, which takes about 20 minutes by the way, I sit around, wait for it, and then when I upload it, it goes down to its normal time. It's still not as fast as it should be, but it goes back down to its normal time. It's the usual amount of time. I'd say 15, 20, maybe 30 minutes, depending on how long it is. I've been having to do that each and every single day in order to just upload. Otherwise, I would have to sit there and wait 2 hours, and even then, I wouldn't even be surprised if it had some sort of like error by the end of the whole thing. I just waited 2 hours for nothing. It's just all around very, very inconsistent, and it's just bad for what I do. So I'm going with somewhere where I know it's much more consistent. What's crazy about this though, the more consistent connection, the faster connection, is actually cheaper than what I'm paying for here. So that's absolutely disgusting. Okay, so obviously I'm still here, and the move is super close to the time that the beta is gonna roll around. And I need at least something set up in order for the beta to just, I don't know, be somewhat productive, right? I need to be able to record there. I need to be able to just exist there for a while. Probably gonna get some like delivery for a while. Just do everything that I can during the time that I'm gonna be playing this. After that, I could get everything really settled and done. I'm actually half moving because of a fucking video game beta. If you don't know, the hype is real. I'm gonna get this game day one. I'm gonna be raging my ass off. I already know it. Anyway, so I called the company and I'm like, yeah, I'm moving into a house. I need to set this up for as soon as possible. Anything. Just whatever appointment that you have it as soon as possible, that's what I need. And I did this quite a few days ago, so there's, you know, some leeway here. At least like, what, 10, 12 days or something. So I talked to them and they're all confident, they're all happy and stuff, and they're like, yeah, do you want this? Do you want the TV? Do you want the phone? Do you want this? You want that? Get everything set up, right? And I'm like, great, the internet sounds great, and I asked a whole bunch of questions about the internet to make sure, you know, it's consistency is its strong suit, you know? I'm just like, great, perfect. They reassured me and everything. Everything's gonna be great. So I'm like, okay, awesome. As we get to the end of this conversation, though, guy's like, all right, so once we got all this stuff together, and we will see you on August 29th. 29? No, that's not gonna fly. No. The guy's like, oh, this could be an issue. And I was like, well, is there any way possibly that I can get this beforehand? He goes, we could probably talk to somebody that could try to expedite your installation, meaning basically, you know, trying to place it a little bit earlier than that. And so he ended up giving me this number, okay? So then I call the number and it hangs up on me. Call the number again. It hangs up on me. Call the number again. Turns out I was on the phone with this guy for so long. It was like an hour and a half or so. It ended up passing their closing time. They finished up my call, and then everything else, everybody else is out. So I couldn't make that call. So I make the call again the next day. And when I called there, I was like, yeah, I need to make it so my installation is sooner than the 29th, because that's not going to work. And the person's like, well, why would you need it, you know, done sooner than that? Why is this? Why is that? And they started asking me all these questions, and I tried to explain what it was that, you know, I did as like a job, I guess, because it's business internet, so I don't end up getting throttled with all the data that we end up using. Yeah, that's a real thing. I don't know. It's crazy. So part of my installation package is getting a phone line, right? And I just got it because it was part of the package. I was like, yeah, whatever. I technically end up saving money. I was like, yeah, sure, fine, add it in, whatever. So when I go to call to push this thing forward, they were like, so do you have the equipment there? And I was like, what do you mean have the equipment here? And she's like, yeah, do you have the equipment there for the installation? I'm like, isn't that what you guys do? What do you mean? Why would I need equipment? And she was like, no. We send you the phone, you get the phone, and then we can install it there when it's there. Otherwise, we can't do it because we don't do half of an appointment. We don't like install half of it and then come back and then install the other half. The phone needs to be there if the phone is part of your package. And I was just like, okay, well, fuck it. I don't want the phone then. I need the internet more than anything. And they were like, okay, then I'll just send you over to the cancellation people. And I'm like, oh, okay. So she sends me over to somebody else, and I explain everything that it is that I tried to do, you know, because they were asking why am I even like this far down the line, because I guess like these people don't usually talk to that many people on the phone. And when I started explaining what it was that I did, like the YouTube thing, they were like, it doesn't really make sense. So she goes and puts like this supervisor guy on the phone, right? And I start explaining it to him. And he goes, oh, you're just like a YouTuber, right? You just upload videos and then people watch them and then you like make money, right? He goes, oh, well, yeah, I understand what you do. My son watches YouTubers all the time. I mean, I watch a couple YouTubers here and there. Probably some guys that you don't know. I asked him to name a couple people. I had no idea who he was talking about. They were like car-related YouTubers or something. He's like, okay, I understand 100%. So this is 100% needed. The internet is the #1 thing for you. I'm like, right. Is there a way to cancel the phone? Just so, you know, I don't run into this like issue where I can't install it or whatever. And he goes, oh, no, we can get this for you. We can give you the phone and everything like that. That's awesome. I was like, oh, okay. So is it possible to get an earlier date, or is it 29 just it? I originally called to just get an earlier date. He goes, what date do you absolutely need it before? And I was like, absolutely need it before the 25th. 25th? I think my son is gonna do something on the 25th. Is there like a game coming out or something? I was like, yeah, the new Call of Duty beta is coming out. He goes, oh yeah, that's what my son's all hyped about. I had to go and pre-order that stuff for him over at GameStop. And I was like, oh, cool. All right, cool. This guy's cool as fuck. So he was like, okay, so the earliest I can do for you, absolutely 100% the earliest thing that I can do for you, I can expedite the shipping on your phone so you don't need to cancel anything and you can still keep your deal. You don't need to change your bundle or anything. And we can have it installed on the 24th, the day before the beta. Now listen, Sledgehammer, if you guys start this shit early, a day early, I am gonna be beyond angry. Now listen, as much as I would love an extra day and you to start it an extra day, but listen, please. So it's supposed to get installed on the 24th. Now the thing, I was sitting here thinking like, if it's the 29th, I don't even know what I'm gonna do. Like, I would actually end up missing, and would end up being just like the Xbox players. The Xbox players don't actually get to play until the 1st of September. The 1st to 4th. I was just gonna have to sit there and watch all of these people's videos on it. Like all of the Xbox players. Dude, I remember what it was like to only have one console. Trust me. Shit, I would still only have my Xbox if PlayStation didn't become like the main console for everything, to get everything first. I'm just gonna say on whatever console has all the deals first. I have both of them so I can play all the exclusives. I have a PC so I can play those exclusives. Probably not necessarily for videos, but I play video games. This is what I do. I need this shit. If I had to sit there and watch through the first weekend without being able to play, I probably would have unsubbed to each and every single person that was posting content on my thing. I don't care who you are. I don't even care if you're my friend. I wouldn't even want to look at another Call of Duty. I wouldn't even want to look at any other games knowing that it's there and I can't play it. I would sleep for 4 days and ignore everything. I would be beyond angry. Dude, I was talking about how much of a slob I was gonna be just playing the game and all this excitement and everything, and if that was taken away from me, you would have found me in a dark room rocking back and forth with a fly on my eyeball. Like, I would have lost my fucking mind. Would have lost my shit. You would not want to see any of those videos that I made during those days. Every single one of those videos, you would know what I was going through. Behind my eyes, you could see the sadness no matter what I was talking about to you. Completely unaffected by anything that was happening to me in the world. Now, the thing is, I mean, there's some chance that this shit gets fucked up on the 24th. Like, for whatever reason, the phone doesn't show up by then and they still can't install it. Dude, everything just, please work. Everything, please. I am beyond stressed. There's so many things that have happened that are very similar to that. I don't even want to begin to explain all of the different things that happen. All the things behind the scene. I can't wait until I sign these fucking papers and I'm done. I can't wait to sign these papers, move this shit inside, and everybody can leave me the fuck alone. Tired of calling people, tired of signing shit. I just want to go in my goddamn room, live with my dog and my girlfriend. That's it. I'm done. Anyway, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. My most recent videos are popping up on the screen here. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed, and yeah, it's been Jev, guys. Later.